I wanted to be the first person this morning to wish you for your birthday.
You did, thank you.
Was I the first person?
Paulie. Yes. Well, technically someone wished me about a week ago, but just
No, it
because she
doesn't count.
misread
It doesn't
a
count.
post.
It doesn't count. Sorry, it doesn't count. And I said, like, we've been on this journey since December.
Mm-hmm.
And it has been nothing short of an absolute blessing to, like, to get to know you, like, to be your chum, and, like, just to talk about things other than life that really make a difference in our lives. So I just wanted to say happy birthday.
Thank you, Paul.
I know you're gonna have a great one tomorrow. I'm sure.
Thank you.
I'm sure. We're gonna have to try and get you to drink tequila.
You make my eyes. You made my eyes water last week as well. You've just done it again.
Yeah, good.
Thank you.
That's what I do.
Thank you. Look, it's going to be special tomorrow because Dad and my
Amazing.
99-year-old granny
Okay.
are arriving tomorrow from Portugal.
Oh, cool.
So I
Did
mean,
they bring me a t-shirt?
I'll ask.
I need a t-shirt, double XL. So, for a while now, we've been talking about woman identity in business, identity about our bodies, mindset, and today we're continuing the conversation. It's a little more personal today. It's something that happened in your life like 4 years ago, around the time. Around sort of this time, and sort of for you, it's inspired this conversation because sometimes life changes, sometimes by choice, sometimes you have no choice, and suddenly the person you thought you were, the life that you thought you had, or the identity you built around yourself doesn't quite exist the same way anymore. So my question is, what's next?
So I've been umming and ahhing around it because this time around my birthday for the last 4 years, all the feels have come up and all the feels do come up. So it's kind of a way where I've got to, it's a combination of reflection, because that's the gift of birthdays, right? Is they kind of help you look at where you are versus where you thought you would be a year ago.
I think it's I don't think it's a great thing. I don't think it's like to look at where you were. Like Ilana says to me all the time, because we did an exercise this week where she said, think about where you come from and where you are now. And I'm like, I don't want to do that because I'm not the same person anymore.
But exactly. But you wouldn't know that unless you look at it. It's Paulie, it is such a great tool. And if we can not get into judgment for it, but rather look at, well, how have I grown? So that's also part of the exercise, is that if you don't want to be in the same place that you are today in a year's time, what are you going to do differently? So it's such a powerful exercise. It really is. It's a good thing. It's uncomfortable to look at because more often than not we generally think we're going to be further ahead, but there are lessons in that. There's lessons in reflection.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
No, but we're not comparing. We're looking at the growth.
Yeah, you're comparing your old life to your new life. So I'm not trying to be. I'm being obstinate because there will people that will go, that is comparison.
Of course, yes, it is comparison. But it's more about what's under it. So we're not just saying I'm worse off or I'm better than. It's looking at what happened specifically and why. So how have things evolved? What did I change differently? Who did I become that I am here where I am? So it's comparison, but comparison is only a negative or is only a limiting factor when you do nothing with it. So it's using the reflection around it. Big fan.
So your birthday is tomorrow.
Yes.
How are you feeling going into it?
So, like I said, mixed feelings, and I'll point to why, but mostly grateful. You know, even if I just look at the humans, the incredible humans, and anyone that isn't looking, I'm pointing right at you.
Don't point, your mother told you it's rude.
Open arms, open palms. So all the wonderful people that are in my life, friends, family, that I co-create with, that I live this life with, which is awesome. They're my girls as well, of course. The incredible opportunities and where I am in my business. There's so much to be grateful for.
Absolutely.
So that's always how I go in. And then also grateful for my body. Even though she's been changing and doing things that I haven't quite been thrilled with, approved of, still grateful that she continues to show up for me in the most beautiful way that she does every day. So
Okay.
going in with gratitude, and then
Brilliant.
the
It's the only way.
comparison, I guess, is the reflection on who was I this time last year. And when I look at that, the amount of growth that has happened, and not because there haven't been challenges, it's been a particularly challenging year in many aspects.
Yeah.
But even through that, I've grown as a human, and
I
I've
love that.
changed
That's cool.
patterns. I've identified patterns and actively changed or changing. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I like that. You mentioned something that happened about 4 years ago around this time. Are you comfortable sharing?
I am, and at first I was trying to find other ways to speak about what we're going to speak about today without mentioning it. But the whole point is that it's pivotal to what has happened. So
Gotcha.
what we're going to be sharing, and what I'm going to be sharing, talking about, isn't just learnt from a book. It's not case studies, it's not head knowledge,
Yeah.
it's actually lived
experience.
So I cannot share all what we're going to be talking about unless I share the story. So
Okay.
this time, 4 years ago, on my birthday, my then partner, well, let me start with, he gave me a gift, which is not anything that I could have ever imagined
Okay.
or hoped for or dreamed of. It's something that truly just took me by surprise,
Okay.
shocked me, if anyone's ever received gifts like that. This one was a little bit more sinister, because it was on my birthday, literally. On my birthday, he decided that he wanted a different life with someone else.
Okay.
And then pretty much walked out the marriage the day after.
Okay.
So yay, happy birthday to me.
Yeah.
I will never forget that birthday.
Okay.
But why I wanted to share that is what happened afterwards. So that's where hindsight and reflection, who I was 4 years ago and who I am now,
Yeah.
that has been the most tremendous growth. And why I wanted to share that as well is because we know how many people listening right now or watching the video tonight are going through some kind of traumatic experience, whether it is a relationship falling apart or it's a career that has changed, whether you've chosen it or someone else has chosen it for you. You've lost someone that's close to you. You know, we all go through really trying times, heartbreaking times, devastating times. And what do we do with it? So what we're talking about today is a lot more significant than the story, because the story is the story.
Yeah.
And of course, he's got his interpretation, I've got my interpretation. Somewhere in the middle is actually what happened.
Yeah. There's what is it? My father used to say. There's three sides to the story: his, hers, and the truth.
Yes.
Okay. So 4 years later, how are you able to hold on to something like that with humor rather than such heaviness?
So it wasn't like this all the time at the beginning.
Sure.
It was heartbreaking. I was so confused. I hadn't seen it coming. So when that happened, it was really like a part of me had been ripped out
Yeah, of course.
of myself. And, you know, the heartbreak that went with it, the shock, the devastation of what had actually happened now. And then also grieving of a future that was never going to happen anymore. It's a future that we'd co-created, or at least I thought we co-created. And then also the loss of, you know, faith and trust in the person that's closest to you that you think has got your back.
Okay.
So I just wanted to share that first, because that is all real and true of what happened and what I went through. But I had to go through it. So doing the work, Paulie, which was excruciating. And I think that's the difference, where most people can't speak about it shortly afterwards with a sense of lightness and ease, because they look for distractions. They go straight into another relationship. They go on these epic adventures. And look, and I get it, because all you want to do is not feel what you're feeling.
Yeah, that's it.
You want to feel anything else, even if it is with someone else.
Yeah.
But if you are honoring the experience and you're honoring your future, then you do the work.
100%.
And it's
Agreed.
through that you can start having a sense of lightness, because it's, you know, it was the biggest gift, Paulie, the absolute biggest gift in hindsight. And how I look at it is that it definitely happened for me, not to me.
Yeah.
I couldn't look at that straight away, of course.
Sure, that's insightful.
And it's only because it gave me the opportunity to recreate myself.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in a relationship for a very long time, so many times we go in with the definition of who we are and we stay that. And sometimes we grow and evolve together. Other times, like in our circumstance, we didn't. But you don't always have the luxury of having to look at yourself to this extent.
Gotcha.
So what happened for me is I started looking at, well, okay, if I'm no longer the role of a wife and a partner, who am I? And of course, there's the stigma that goes with it, where, okay, I'm now the woman that was left. I'm now divorced. I'm the one that wasn't chosen.
Yeah.
So that is another thing that you're
another
playing
thing
with.
to deal with, yeah.
But again, you've got to shift through that and look at, well, that's a lie, because who am I actually?
Okay.
What do I actually believe in now as myself? What do I stand for? What is the future that I envision? And it's that's separating as well, because the future that you had together, it was looking at, well, what actually is me, and what do I actually want versus maybe what I thought I wanted, but it's what he wanted, and I just adapted. So it was quite a push-pull
100%.
exercise to kind of pull it apart, to unravel it. And
figure
in
out
that
what it was.
unraveling, in the unraveling is the biggest gift.
When something like that happens, when your world effectively goes kaboom, when it implodes like that, what's the first thing that goes?
Your identity. It's what I reflected on a few seconds ago. It's who am I? You know, who am I? The type of person that gets left.
Okay.
What did I do wrong? How could I done better? And that's part our wiring as women as well. You know, we always look at how could we have changed something? What was our role to play in something, which we have to do, you know, healthy. It's never just about pointing and blaming. It's taking the responsibility and the ownership.
Yes.
Absolutely, because there's two parts, or some cases 3 parts in a relationship. But it's the identity that gets stripped first and foremost, because you're just left in this vacuum. And
who am I?
Who am I now? And it's those roles that we're stripping away, and it forces you to really question yourself. And that's where, again, so many people can avoid asking that question because it's uncomfortable. And it's almost like working backwards all the years of, okay, well, who have I become? And it's that who have I become, and it's the unbecoming of that person or that version of me that no longer serves me, which definitely doesn't serve the future that you're walking into.
100%. Okay. When you work with a lot of women going through transitions, what are you hearing most often from them talking about this identity space?
So a lot of it is a sense of not believing in themselves enough. So in a relationship, it looks like, or if they're single, it looks like I'm not young enough, thin enough, attractive enough.
The superficial stuff.
The superficial stuff. But it seems superficial, but it's all embedded in that self-belief of, if I was more attractive, younger,
if only
I would find the man that would love me fully. And then in a career, it could look like, well, I'm not qualified enough. It's all the imposter syndrome.
Yes.
I'm going to be caught out. They've given me a role that maybe I actually can't do, and I'm setting myself up for failure. So the stories might look different, but underlying is a sense of self-worth and the identity that is broken. So we're looking at ourselves through, I like to call it a mirror that is maybe tarnished. It's a little bit warped. Over the years, it's gotten some dings and some dents. But that's, over time, it's happened so slowly and gradually that's the reflection you believe. And you never question it.
When you strip away the individual circumstances, what's the common thread underneath all of these different stories? If there is such a thing.
Again, it's we'll point to alignment again. And it's the identity, and then the lack of alignment. So it's saying that I am this person, and that these are my beliefs, but my actions and my behaviors look completely different. So those two are imperative; they go hand in hand. And that's where sometimes we can do the work we can go to the retreats, we can do the breath work, we can do the sound bowl journeys, we can go train obsessively at the gym. We can do all these things that fulfill us to a point, but if we aren't doing the inner work, we'll just keep repeating the pattern.
Okay. We can take a little music break after this. I wanted to ask you, you talked about recreating your life. What does that actually mean in practice? Because it's such a lovely phrase. Like, what does somebody actually do?
So it takes intentional action. It's not just going to happen because you wish it, or you hope that it will happen, because that is just passive wishing. So it's going to include
wishing well things.
Wishing well things, exactly. Okay. Throw the coin and hey,
it's
hope for magic. And look, I completely believe in magic, so it's not without, it's not separated. But what I will include and where the magic comes in, it's visioning the life that you want, the person that you want to become. From this elevated identity, because you can only step into the life that you truly want when you have an identity that is aligned with that. So that's why the identity work is so crucial and vital. But vision, so we talk about vision and manifestation. So the vision part is being able to clearly see the life that you want. Think of the opposite. Like if someone starts every day watching the news, that's how your day starts. You start off negatively because all you've seen is negativity. So that's such a great and simple example of the same for the opposite. Is the clearer you can see, and not just see the tangible. So this is exactly like my ideal home looks like. So we're not just talking about that, but how you can feel in it. This is how I want to feel. And that you can embody that completely. And then the supporting structure is the manifestation part. Which isn't just the woo part, which everyone throws it away as woo. The woo part, which I completely believe in, is the magic that you're putting out there. But really what manifestation is, it's a intentional belief that is supported by daily actions. So daily purposeful actions. So that's really what manifestation is I have this great vision for my life. This is what I want. This is what I want to feel like. Yes, this is the woman I want to become or the man I want to become. And now, who do I need to be, and what do I need to do to make sure that I can actualize that as my reality?
Okay. Talking about identity transition and rebuilding your life with Petra Lorenzo on Wellbeing Wednesday. We can take a quick music break, and we'll be back after this. Let's chat a little more. For those of you who've just arrived, it is our well-being section of the week where we get grounded and we feel motivated, and obviously we're always with the incredible Petra Lorenzo. Talking about the mirror.
Yes.
You describe part of what you do as holding up a mirror for women. For somebody like me, who is very, very, very slow on occasions, don't laugh at me. What do you mean?
I was wondering where that was going. So it's asking explorative questions, because when we start straight away, when people come to me for coaching, so life alignment coaching, career coaching, they've got promotions, whatever the reason is, they're coming in with a perception on who they are and why they're struggling, or what their limitations are and why they need me to help them. Oftentimes there's the underlying fun stuff, which is the beliefs. So what do they actually believe about themselves, which is resulting in this action, behavior, doubt, limitation. And then it's also filtering between what they're not saying, perhaps. Because that's what I pick up a lot in. So the mirror work comes in the reflecting back. So let me give an example. I've got a client that I just did recently a coaching session with. She's been doing sessions on and off with me for a few years. She stepped out of the business world for a couple of years because she had a baby. She wanted to be home. She's now wants to get back into corporate. She's been applying for positions, and she sent me a message in a panic because she's been offered a job, but it's a senior role, higher than what she applied for. Which she was taken aback, and now she's panicking because she doesn't think she can do the role.
Okay.
So she's like, Petra, please help. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So I started asking her about her previous role that she really loved. And her face lit up, her energy lit up, and she started telling me about what she does and how, and I kept asking questions and digging and digging and digging. And then I asked her, I was like, so the role that you've described, this new role, the senior position, in the description, isn't that kind of what you've done in the past? Just without the actual description, the role description? And she kind of kept quiet. And I could see how her mind was almost trying to piece the pieces together, like join the dots and trying to reconcile this new information. And then I just saw her kind of smile softly, like her smile started breaking through. And she said, Petra, I've never thought of it that way. I'm like, but this is what you do naturally anyway. That's your strength. That's the feedback that you kept getting.
100%.
And that's obviously what they were seeing as well. And then we just started unpacking it as well. She's like, but this part I haven't done, and this part. So it's the mirror is just reflecting back at, is this true? These beliefs that you have, are they actually true? Because 9 times out of 10, they're just made up. In our minds based on the past fears or traumas or future fears that we don't have control over.
Up to 90% of what goes on in our head never actually comes to fruition.
Exactly. So if we can be that creative, because people say to me, they're not creative. Yes, you are. We're making up 90% of stuff that isn't going to happen. So how about we get creative and think of the possibilities of what could? So that's really so that's a great example there, Paulie, is the mirror is me showing you the possibilities. And helping you see yourself in that space, outside of what you've told yourself that you believe. So, and then cheering you on loudly, so you never forget that.
That's it, exactly. Pom-poms.
All over the place. I've even got a hoodie that says cheerleader.
You've talked about manifesting a life that you genuinely love. Do you believe that's available to everybody, or are there circumstances that sort of make it simply more difficult to change than others?
Look, I think I would not be in touch with reality if I said it was going to be the same and easy for everyone, because it's definitely not an easy journey. And what is possible for some might come easier based on their current circumstances, their context, their access to, people, contexts, places, money, etc. So it's not the same. But what I will say is that creating a life that feels more aligned with you is definitely possible for everyone.
Okay.
So that absolutely, unequivocally, yes.
There you got it.
But it is going to require the work. It is going to start with the identity work. So just wishing it away that, someday something's going to happen, that's just you living on autopilot, which is what most people do.
Yeah.
And it's going to require intentional action and aligned action based on this future identity that you want to step into.
I feel like I do that. I have to do this kind of work. It's the only way that I get around being in a good space as far as my autism is concerned. Is I have to do this kind of work.
Awesome. Great.
And sometimes it just plain and simple, it sucks.
It does suck.
And I hate it. But I have told Ilana off more times than I care to remember. And I've said to her, I'm done with this. I'm like, I'm out. I'm like, peace, I'm out. And a couple of hours later, she'll just say to me, okay, lekker, sien je later. Lekker dag vir jou. She's Afrikaans. And a couple of hours later, I'll sit and I'll go like, yeah, that was a dumb thing to say, because I had to take the time to look back and go, was your reaction was the violence of your reaction justified based on what kind of information you were expected to give?
And that's just you trying to stay safe from what you know, rather the devil you know than the devil you don't.
If there's a woman listening who's in some kind of transition right now, personally, professionally, and she's thinking, this is me. Where can she go from here? do you have a talk, a workshop somewhere where she can connect with you?
So every year on my birthday, I give away gifts.
Oh, cool.
So it's my gift to everyone. And what I've decided to do this year is for anyone, I'm going to say woman specifically. I can always, depending on the request, I can always do one for men after. I'll see right through that voice when you're on camera. But what I'd like to do is gift whoever wants to come and play and co-create with me. It'll probably be in 2 weeks. I wanted to do it next week, but I've actually got some client events.
Cool.
So probably the week after.
See, the thing you were worried about is
Yes.
the thing that's now not happening.
Which one?
Your clients.
Oh yes, no, it's so much fun. So I've got some great stuff that we're working with. So in a few weeks' time, we're going to do a online, probably 60 to 90 minutes. And I'm going to ask you to come with, and you can share it, you don't have to share. It's going to be voluntary. But it's really a focused, committed session where I'm going to take you through the framework I do. Obviously, it's a limited amount of time, so we're not going to go deep. It's not one-on-one coaching sessions. But by the end of it, you're going to be able to walk away being able to have the tools and actively do something different that can change your life and your business. So whichever area you've identified, the transition that you're going through that is bringing you the most frustration, that you know, if I could change this, this part of my life would give me so much more ease or peace or freedom, that's what we're going to look at.
Oh, cool.
So come with that. I'm going to be asking questions. I'm going to be sharing tools and insights so that by the end of it, you have something tangible that you can do and implement immediately.
I like it.
And then, of course, I'm going to be cheering you on so loudly. And also the power of doing something as a group, because there's power doing the one-on-one coaching, and then there's power of doing something in a group. Because you can see that you are really not alone. And sometimes someone else will ask a question that you haven't even thought of, or you're too nervous to ask. But because someone else has asked it, you are hearing insights, perspectives from that person and from me guiding them as well, that can unlock some stuff for you. So wherever you are, you don't have to ask the questions. I'll be asking the questions, and whoever wants to volunteer, you will get one-on-one.
That's a nice
work.
gift.
So yes, anyone that wants to.
Okay.
I'm so excited to do this. I've done it many times before, and it's always such a great experience for everyone involved.
Amazing.
And if you want to do this, then tonight on this recording, so on YouTube on this recording, then just write the word recreate in the comment section.
Cool.
And if you don't want to wait till tonight, then go on to follow me on Instagram or Facebook.
Look at you segueing
And
like a champ.
you know, because how are people going to reach me? I was thinking of doing a post this morning, and I just ran out of time. So people could just comment on that post. But anyway, that didn't happen. So the easiest is YouTube tonight on this recording, comment recreate, or else follow me on Instagram or Facebook, and then write recreate on the last post, which was of Jolene's teeth chattering.
Oh, shame.
The blanket drive post.
Okay, speaking of Jolene,
Yes.
it's petrolaranjo.com. Everything. Videos, YouTube,
LinkedIn. Whole shebang.
The whole shebang. Speaking of Jojo, we've only got a couple of weeks left before we need to start dispersing blankets and things like that. If we want to donate,
Yes.
because it's a very, very cold time of the year and it's difficult,
Yeah.
and I have identified myself, like I go, shame, and I always want to do more and always want to try and do more, and I realize that comes from a place of guilt. Like, it's very strange. It's not my problem. That is what I and before somebody shoots me, the saying that it's not my problem is not is I'm trying to express how people tell you shouldn't be as concerned, but yet I am.
But that's part of the gift that you are. It's everyone should be concerned. We all cohabitate this planet together. So I think part of why we are in the place we are, humans and animals and our planet alike, is because not enough people actively do something. And we've shut ourselves off so much, and we've become so insular. So, Paulie, that you feel that is the only reason that I'm doing Wellbeing Wednesdays with you.
Oh, Oh, okay. Okay,
Because
I'll
you're
take that.
human
I will
and
take
you're a good human and you care and you actually do something. So
That's very kind of you. Thank you. It'll make me blush just now. So, sharing blankets, buying rolls of blankets, doing whatever you can for Just One Thing's 365. How do we get all the details, and what are the details?
So if you go onto justonething365.com under contact us, or on social media, you'll see the latest post that I've pinned to the top. The banking details there if you want to donate 25 Rand or more, and then we're buying that in bulk, the fleece in bulk and rolls. Or if you're wanting to donate a used or new blanket or dog bed or cushion, whatever it is, just so that they're not as cold on the floor, then drop it off at any of your local shelters, the nearest one next to you. But please just take a photo of the donation. You don't have to be in it. Just of the donation, share it so we can reshare it to inspire other people.
Nice.
Because we know how social works. When you see something like, oh, let me do that as well. So-and-so has shared a blanket or has bought a blanket or donated. I want to
do better than her. I want to buy 2 blankets.
Then cool, let's do it.
Let's do the thing.
Whatever the rationale is, and then just let us know how many.
Okay.
Because we're obviously aiming for 919 blankets. We've already distributed 461.
Wow.
Which has been.
Guys, let's do this.
Yeah.
Man.
So we've got about halfway to go.
Let's get it done. Let's get it done. News coming up next, but happy birthday for tomorrow.
Thank you.
I hope that this next trip around the sun brings you as much joy as you give joy to the world.
Thank you.
Wellbeing Wednesday, petralaranjo.com, all the things. If you want to find her, you want to ask. I have, and this is a testament. I have had time with Petra. I've had one-on-one time with, and yeah, it sucked a lot. But I'll tell you something. I am a better person for it. I am indeed.
It's the biggest gift when you're willing to ask the questions and be vulnerable.
Yep, indeed.
Or else we just live as shells of who we could be.
Yeah, agreed.
So, and it doesn't always have to be heavy. It can be fun. So these sessions that I've had before, people have so much fun. They get so carried away. So it's not going to be a heavy session at all that we're going to be doing.
It's going to be fun.
We're going to be having a Joel, hanging out, and you'll have direct access to me. Amazing.
Friend, it's always good to see you. Always good to chat.
You too.
And I will phone you tomorrow and wish you for the 3rd or 4th time, whichever one it is. But petralaranjo.com, just one thing 365.com. Go and do the blanket thing. Go and do it. Do it now. Please go and do it now.